Hey guys, Shadow Reviewer here. Today I'm looking at Pokemon Season 1, Episodes 64 to 68. Without any further ado, let's get into it. Today I'm looking at Pokemon Season 1, Episode 64. It's Mr. Mime time. This episode is okay. I'll start off with Delia being honestly the best mother that you could ever get, and even though Ash doesn't always appreciate her, she's still there for him without any faults. And I absolutely love that. And this is officially the first appearance of Mr. Mime in the show. He becomes a bigger character later on, but him having great chemistry with Delia is just the cherry on top of absolute sweetness. But things start to get off when another Mr. Mime, his trainer, or should I say the ringmaster of the circus, decided to be a lazy butt, and to save the show, Ash has to dress up as Mr. Mime. And yeah, given the ringmaster, oh, how do I put this without getting demonetized, pretty much hurts Mr. Mime, I don't blame her for walking out on her or being lazy. I mean, poor Ash. So yeah, I'm not a big fan on animal abuse, and this is pretty much abuse. I'm sorry, I feel no sympathy for you. I'm sorry. So yeah, overall, half of it is okay, but man, Ash getting hurt like that just because the original Mr. Mime is lazy, it's just stupid. Enough said. Today I'm looking at Pokemon Season 1, Episode 65, Holiday Hi-Jinx. And I'm gonna say this off the bat. This and the next episode were originally supposed to come out a lot earlier in the season. And I think you know why they've been pushed back. I'll give you 3 words. Electric Soldier Porygon. Yeah. Remember I said in my review of that episode that it was pushed back to... it was put on a 4th-month hiatus? Well, this episode and the next one were pretty much punished for that oversight. As explained why Ash suddenly has a Charmander again, even though in this canonical timeline it should be a Charizard. This is why. With that out of the way, let's get into the episode. Holiday Hi-Jinx is fine. Now, the idea of Santa Claus existing in this universe could be kind of an interesting idea. But it honestly doesn't do anything that fun or unique with it. And yes, this episode is a banned episode. The 4th one out of 4, might add. Well, Beauty and the Beach had that one scene that got it cut. The Legend of Trentini had that uncomfortable scene. The Electric Soldier Porygon was banned because, you know, damn those flashing lights. This one was banned for, yeah, given what Jinx looks like, yeah, you can see why this got banned. But here's my confusion. If it was banned, why am I hearing it in English? Whereas Beauty and the Beach, half of it was English and half was Japanese. Legend of Dratini and Electric Soldier Porygon was completely Japanese. This one's in full English. Beats me. I mean, that's the version I watched. But yeah, apart from that, yeah, the episode doesn't do anything for me. Now, Jessie wanting to get revenge on Santa Claus for quote-unquote taking her doll as a child is something, but yeah. It's kind of silly to me. So yeah, this episode got bad because, you know, Jinx's original design. And they changed it up later on. So yeah, overall, the episode's okay, but it doesn't do anything with the concept it's given. And Jinx, man, did you have to go through an uncomfortable phase. Enough said. Today I'm looking at Pokemon Season 1, Episode 66, Snow Way Out. And this episode's actually really good. Like, criminally good. Criminally underrated, I think. So, they take a wrong turn and Ash, Brock, and Misty end up in the Snowy Mountains. But they get separated when Pikachu accidentally falls out of Ash's arms. And yeah, the scenes where Ash and his Pokemon are trying to survive the cold weather is honestly one of the most beautifully animated, beautifully voiced acted, and beautifully written. Honestly, Ash wanting to make sure his Pokemon are okay is beautiful stuff. But when he has to stay warm when he's trying to survive, his Pokemon decide to retaliate and decide to warm up with him. And him breaking down is freaking amazing. This is Ash at his best, and it is beautifully done. You can see why his Pokemon want to be with him. He raised them so freaking well. Pikachu, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charmander, and Pidgeotto, beautifully done. And him crying made me want to cry too. Beautifully done. And you feel happy when he eventually reunites with Brock and Misty. Wow. Oh, and the little side part with Jessie wanting to make snow-related ice cream is freaking hilarious. I mean, they're just trying to survive the cold, and them trying to pinch each other's faces to wake up is funny. Oh, and there's a controversial scene where Meowth is holding a candle, a lit candle. Why am I bringing this up? Because in the original version, it was a match. Yeah, I could see why it got changed. They didn't want kids to think that playing with matches is a good idea. Yeah, it's a good change. But still makes me wonder where he got the candle from. Guess we'll never know. So yeah, overall, this episode is freaking great. I think it's among one of my favorite episodes in this season. Honestly, the way it sets up the plot, the subplot, and the emotional stuff is beautifully done. You know it's good when you got me to cry. I'm pretty... If an episode makes me cry, you know you've done a good job. And that's just me. If you're one of those people that don't cry, I'm not here to judge. But overall, love this episode. Highly recommend. Today I'm looking at Pokemon Season 1, Episode 67, Showdown at the Corall. This episode is okay. So, Ash and Gary are pretty much butting heads as per usual, and Gary has to make fun of Ash, blah 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 blah. It's getting annoying, please stop! I'm sorry, I know Gary is meant to be over the top, but given that you're related to the professor, I don't blame you. I blame the professor. He should have raised you better than this. Jesus! And I know you're supposed to be like your character from the games, who, by the way, his original name was Blue, by the way. See what I did there? You're still annoying. At least with your manga counterpart, he has some interesting lifeness to you. You, on the other hand, you just annoy me. Thank God they do your character better later on. But I will give this episode this. It does teach a good lesson about growing and evolving as a person. And given that it's the professor teaching this lesson, it's not bad. Oh yeah, you got your Team Rocket shenanigans, blah 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 blah. But I do like Professor Oak and Gary's reaction to Meowth talking. That at least got me to smile a little bit. But yeah, overall, the episode's meh. It's just meh. Today I'm looking at Pokemon Season 1, Episode 68, The Evolution Solution. So, yeah, this episode, I've honestly forgotten what this episode... I didn't get it. It's just they go down to this beach where they met this eccentric professor, which has a bit of a running gag about him talking to his ancestors. They kind of used the joke not once, not twice, but 3 times. But yeah, that's probably the only joke that somehow gets a laugh. Oh, and there's this mystery that I don't think ever is needed about how Slowpoke evolves into Slowbro. Who honestly cares? I don't know. This episode is... Honestly, I've forgotten this episode exists. I mean, I'm reading my notebooks right now, and it's pretty damn boring. It's just boring. So yeah, there's not much to say about this episode. Team Rocket shows up. They somehow want to help Slowpoke evolve into Slowbro. Beats me. I don't care. The episode is forgettable. Moving on. And that's the end of the video, folks. I hope you like it. Give me a thumbs up, like and comment and subscribe, and I hope to get more videos out like this. And speaking of which, tomorrow we'll be looking at Pokemon Season 1, episodes 69 to 73. Keep an eye out for that. Until then, I'm the Shadow Reviewer, signing off.